Okay, so I'm back. I had to do some odd bits and pieces before I came back on, so that's why I'm a bit later. Yeah, so we're going to be doing astrology readings for 24th of April through to the 1st of May 2023. So like I say with all the videos, if your astrology sign, if you're listening to a reading and your astrology sign isn't that, but you're resonating with the information, there is a big reason for that. And that is because my guides are fantastic. And what they do is they put in added information, especially for anyone listening. Doesn't matter if it's late, doesn't matter if it's a completely different time zone, doesn't matter. It's all to do with, you know, when you're reading it and when you're listening. Oh, there's my darling. He's not been feeling too good today, so sending you lots of love. Oh, I haven't had a chance to speak to him either yet. I think by the time I finish here, it's going to be too late for him. Oh, but I knew I had to get on as quick as possible because I'm dwindling now. I thought, I'm like, this is going to be quickies today with this. Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. Yes, Sika. Hi, Sika. How are you? Oh, so yeah, astrology readings. We're going to have a look and see what is going on with you guys for next week. Yeah, tomorrow, just a few announcements. Tomorrow, we've got Monday Psychic Development. We've got a guest teacher. Guest teacher is Kira Watts, and she's wonderful, lovely Irish lady. She's going to be doing cognitive behavior mindfulness. So it's just a little mini course. Yeah. So yeah, that's what she's going to be teaching. So if you want to come in and have a go with that lesson, it's only £5, which works out around $6. If you would like to join in, please message me, probably on Facebook or the website, and I'll send you the Zoom code. So yeah, you're waiting on someone. Who are you waiting on, Seeker? Is it a secret? What's going on? Is it cloak and dagger? I would like to know. I'm nosy like that. Yeah, I am. Yes, I saw my grandkids, or some of them, tonight. Saw them. It was lovely. When your 2-year-old little granddaughter just can't believe that you're there. It's not as if I haven't seen her for, because I have seen her recently, but she was just, oh, you're here. She just kept running over, bless her. So sweet, so sweet. Some other granddaughter, Hallie, has had to go into Rainbow Ward to be checked over. Keep checking my phone to see if there's been any more updates. Let's have a look, see if there's any more updates. Goodness, with these nails on. No updates yet. So I have to keep an eye on it. So if my phone is on, so if it does go off, there's a reason for it. Yeah. Seeker, not sure the message I got through. Spirit said he would be here soon. Not sure who. Not sure the message I got through. Spirit said he would be here soon. Not sure who. Okay, so you got a psychic message that he would be here soon. Okay. Yep. If I get anything, I'll definitely let you know if I feel anything. Yeah, it might not mean much because it's not my forte, mediumship, but I'm definitely speaking to them all the time. That's for sure. But sometimes I can't tell you who they are. I've got hair in my lip gloss. It's very frustrating, you know, very frustrating. Yeah. So I'm gonna what I'm gonna do today is because I need to do this. I'm in a lot of pain today. I'm sorry, it's probably very boring for everybody, and believe me, it's boring for me too. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going through and instead of asking you what your sun, moon, and rising is, we're going to just use little cards and I'm going to pick them out. Okay. Hi, Deborah. Oh, thank you, Deborah. Okay. Water, fire, and earth. All right, so this is what we're going to be doing. So it is 12 minutes to I've got it written on one of the back of them. Yeah, it's 12 minutes to 3 a.m. here. So yeah, it's me deciding to do it at this time. But hey ho, I've been on earlier and I did some readings. I was only going to come on to do a few, and then there was one. Vera had a reading, and then there was a real gap, and I thought, okay, so my guides want me to save my voice, and they want me to, you know, do the astrology, and then everybody started coming in, and so it was like, okay. And then I said, right, no more readings. And then somebody would go and pay by PayPal who hadn't seen the message, no more readings. So yeah, that was quite comical. But yeah, in the end, it turned out to be quite a long session. I think seven readings. So yeah, okay. I think Greg is going to be doing some readings, aren't you, love? So sometimes going to probably spontaneous, I reckon. He's going to be doing some readings. Because he's brilliant at readings. He really is. It's like his confidence is just really growing. So yeah, that's brilliant. Maybe he's got maybe. Okay, right. So I've got all of the 4 here. Okay, so I'm going to close my eyes and just randomly pick one. This is going to be the first one. It's going to be water signs, the first ones. Okay, so we'll start with water signs, and then it's going to be air signs. Okay, and then it will be, hope it's earth. No, fire signs. They still don't get a break, even when it's just random. Then fire signs, and then earth signs. Okay. Oh, Deborah, thank you, lovely lady. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you very much. Thank you. Oh, right. So, so we're going to start off with, we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start off with the water signs. And then, oh, you're wonderful. Thank you. That's very, very kind. Hello, JT. Hello. So water signs. So we're doing Scorpio, then Pisces, then Cancer. And then after that, we'll be doing Aquarius, Gemini, and yeah, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. So my pain levels are so high. I'm not with it at the moment. They will kick in. I've just taken pain relief. And then it'll be Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. And then it will be Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. It's always in the same order. I have to remember the order. Okay, so we're starting off with water signs. Water. Okay. Yeah, Cancer, thank you. Helping me out there. Right, let's get the banner up. There they are. So, hello to my beautiful daughter, Rhiannon. and she's a Scorpio. So I'm going to put my phone, I'm going to record it. I'm going to record her one and then send it over to her. Okay, so here we go. So Scorpio, 24th of April through to the 1st of May. Okay, let's get the comments back up. Hi, Greg. Thank you. Right, Scorpios. What is going on with Scorpios this week? Okay, so I feel that there's to do with around the home. I'm seeing for at least one of you, there's going to be an issue with some plumbing or waterworks. And this isn't real because I've seen your taps nearly hanging off. This is from spirit, okay? But I'm seeing some water energy problems, okay? This links with that. And they're showing me that if there is a slight issue, then it needs to be sorted, okay? Because I'm seeing this issue around that. To do with your home, there is also a need to, it's like, you know, when there's safety issues or hazards or things like that, that you have to be careful of, that you have to think ahead. It's like that could be a problem. If I left that hose pipe just dangling there, then that could be a problem. That's your guides trying to help you not have an issue or a problem. Okay, and so there's a real need for you to listen. Please listen to those little messages that go off. Okay, please do that. Okay, I don't usually do it, but spirit are kind of saying to me it could cause a problem, and that's not what we want, is it? Okay, I feel as if there is a very strong character around you, going to be at the beginning of the week. This person is very dynamic. I can see that they like attention. They like to know where that everybody's kind of watching them. Okay, now this person in your life at this time is really, you know, when it's kind of it's getting to the stage where it's just annoying. It's annoying that they always want this attention on them, and that it's got to balance out. They've got to understand that it isn't, you know, life doesn't revolve around them. Okay, there is some money coming your way. Okay, so I'm seeing, you know, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now I do know here in England we are all being given £300. We're all being given £300. Now, that's, I think they called it hardship money, or I can't remember, cost of living, something like that, which is really, really nice of them, of course. But you know, it's a drop in the ocean considering how bad everything is over here and how expensive, you know, this and this and this is. But of course, they didn't need to do that, so that's good. So the reason why I'm showing you the card is because I'm not just going, oh, I know we're going to get some money. I've got to show you the card. Okay, guys, I've got to show you the card. So the 10 of Pentacles, it means some money is coming to you. Now, I'm seeing for some people there is money in your home, and that you're thinking of enhancing your home regarding finances, being put into the home, maybe home improvements, doing something that you would, you know, you wouldn't normally do in order to make your property maybe look better, more attractive. It just feels as if it's a bit out of the blue, and it's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, make that more special. Okay, so around the middle of the week, now the middle of the week, there's a lot of thought pattern going into you know, your life, and getting your thoughts in order and making them progress into abundance. So law of attraction energy is going to be very, very positive. And I feel that the universe is saying, you know, well done for the way that you've been thinking. The gratitude energy that is in your heart is going to resonate and bring in more money. It's going to bring in more opportunities, and there's going to be a lot of joy and happiness around that. There seems to be plans on a journey. I'm seeing a journey. I'm seeing a direction that you're going to go in. And it feels as if it's holiday. Okay, it's linked with holiday. Now, for some of you, it might be just a business trip or a trip that you've got to make. But I'm definitely seeing travel plans and movement. There's going to be a little message, like a download message that comes through from the spirit world with a brilliant idea on what you can do to earn a bit of money, or what you can do to save money. There's going to be a little bit of information there. There is a trickster character around you that you're not so pleased with. And I do feel as if you do have to be a bit wary of this character. This character is usually out to get what they can from life, out to get what they can from people, from situations, you know, and they get involved with it, with things that are just not their business. Okay, and I do feel as if this this character, they don't have any guilt at all. They don't have any fear of being caught out or anything like that. So I do feel as if this character, this particular character that is going to be around you at this time, is best to steer clear of. Okay, it's best to kind of walk away from them. Okay, the end of the week. The end of the week, the most sarcastic card in the deck is indicated, deal with it. Just get on with it. Stop whining and stop saying, I'm going to do it tomorrow. It's like, get on with it. I'm not telling you to. That's what the card says. That's what the card says, okay? I wouldn't tell you, you know. But anyway, it just feels as if it's like, get on with it. Get on with it, okay? You know, you're getting on your own nerves when you say, you know, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll do it next week. Okay. You know, there's an actual therapy that is 1, 2, 3, go. And after 3, you have to just do it. So it's like, instead of sitting back in the chair, you go 1, 2, 3, and you launch yourself at whatever it is that you've said you're going to do. There is going to be more. This is from Spirit. There is going to be more self-employed businesses starting up in the month of May than ever before. That's what they've said to me. So yeah, even if it's a small one, there's going to be more businesses started up. And I feel as if people are being more creative. People are thinking outside the box when it comes to looking at an old bit of furniture. They're seeing, oh, I could make that into this, or, you know, with a bit of improvement, I can do this. So there's going to be more of that recycling energy and crafting. Okay. And that goes for you as well. You're going to be doing that too. Okay. And you're going to be enjoying it. So there you go, lovely. That's what I see for Scorpios. Let's close that off. And it won't close off. Okay. So that is for Scorpios and for my beautiful daughter, Rhiannon. Okay, so we're going to go into now Pisces. Let's check up on the messages. So Greg has given us Aquarius Sun, Cancer Moon, and Leo Rising. So if you're new here, you'll wonder why people are doing that. People usually, I usually ask for people Sun, Moon, and Rising, so that we can decide which element is going to be first. But this time I just did it with cards. So yeah, that's why. But let me just read that. So Aquarius, Cancer, and Leo. So if anybody does want to put their Sun, Moon, and Rising, I can give them a little mini reading there if you want me to. So with Aquarius, you've got that quirky sense of humor, that kind of funny way of looking at life. Sometimes people don't really understand where your mind works and how it works sometimes. So you're a bit intriguing to people. You've got a hard front, but you are vulnerable inside. So you sometimes come across as a bit aloof when people first meet you, but actually you're a real softie. Okay, and you like adventure, or you like, it's like, you know, I want to be around people that interest me, people that have got a good vocabulary of knowing what, you know, worldly wise. That's the word. You want people around you to be worldly wise. So I don't know if that resonates with you, Greg, but just on those three there and intuition, that's what they're giving me. Does anyone else do their sun, moon and rising? No, not yet. We were doing this on, I think it was date night on Greg and Ali Live. I think we were doing that. Beautiful lady. Oh, thank you. My two sons and grandsons are water. Ken is Scorpio, Vinny is Pisces, and grandson Ryan is Cancerian. I'm Aquarius. Too funny to have them all in a row. Me too. Me too. I'm Pisces, so is my mum. Rhiannon is my youngest, is Scorpio, and Megan, my eldest, is Cancerian. Yeah. Hi, Shannon. Hello, lovely. Good to see you. And Declan. Hi, Declan. I'm good. Actually, the painkillers just kicked in. So, yeah, I was nearly crying earlier. Actually, when I first started, I was like, what am I doing this for? This is very, very painful. But yeah, I'm okay now. Doing great. I must have been getting healing sent to me. So thank you, anyone who did. I'm a Virgo sun, Aries rising, and Pisces. Shannon, so okay, let's have a look. All right, so you can be a bit scatty at times. So this indicates that you know how to alert people to you, you know how to bring people to you, because you've got a magnetic personality. You can be a bit changeable, but you don't try and let other people know that you're kind of feeling either upset. You still got that smile on, everything's fine, everything's fine. You've got to get up and go. I'm in charge. I can get on with this. So when you know something, you really know it. You're very confident. People say sometimes overly confident, but that's just the way you are. You know, when you know, you know, and you've got leadership energy. But your Virgo thinks I'll plan ahead. I'm in it for the long run, so I don't have to take the reins right now, because I could let other people do the hard work, and then I could take it up later on and then fly with it. I could, so it's like you could get hold of a business that is not doing so well, and you could turn it around just like that. You know, you've got that ability, but you do have conflict with the Pisces. Just, I mean, you have conflict with that sometimes, because Pisces can be a bit scatty. So there you go, Shannon. Okay, JT. Cancer sun, Taurus moon, Virgo. Okay, so Cancerians is hard out of front, soft inside. Taurus, they get there in the end, but don't rush them, and do not tell them to have, where are they, have they done it yet? If you tend to do that, you're going to get something. You're going to get either a look, or they're going to slow down to the point where they just stop, they won't do it anymore. Virgos, they tend to, they're in for the long game. They know, you know, they know what's what, and they can be patient, especially when it comes to money or business. They can see an opportunity, and they think of the long game. They can do. But Cancerian, hard outer shell, they can be quite tough, but they aren't really. They're soft. Taurus they work really hard, Taurus, but they do not like being questioned about their work. They get very, you know, it's like, why bother? Why should I bother then? Hey, Tammy. Hey, Tammy. Greg. Oh, that's my pleasure. My pleasure. Hey, Mike. Hola, hola. Glad you're feeling better. Thank you. Yes, much better. Maggie. Aquarius, Aries, and Aquarius. Okay, so your Aquarius is about quirkiness. Aquarians can be quirky. they have got a brilliant mind. You would be good at writing like Netflix series, you know, books, things like that, you know, either sci-fi or, you know, magical kind of energies. With the Aries, you could take it right to the end. You could get a deal sorted out, because your Aquarian in you can push you forward. If you believe in yourself enough that you know that you're capable, then you will. So yeah, successful combination there. But Aquarius energy, sometimes they are fooling around, or, you know, are not taking themselves seriously sometimes. So my mum is Pisces. Yeah. And I work for my parents. Okay, right. It took me a long. Okay, very true. Good, JT. Okay, time to realize that all people don't think the way I do. Yes, exactly. Maggie, well, thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. All right, so we've done Scorpios. Let's have a look at Pisces now. Okay, Pisces. Right, I'm going to start my recording off again, because this is for me and Mum. All right, okay, so this is Pisces reading, 24th of April through to the 1st of May 2023. All right, so let me just have a little look and tune in to Pisces this week. Okay, so we've got the judging yourself a bit too harshly, Pisces. You know, when sometimes you know what you're capable of, you know the highs, okay, but sometimes you can be a bit mean to that inner child of yours, because you always want to be at your best. You always want to be firing on that kind of, you know, the greatness energy. And there are times that you just can't always do that. So this has brought me to a lesson that I learned when I was doing readings. So I've been doing readings for 25 something years, professionally about 20, but so I've had readings where the person sitting opposite me is absolutely open, really open, is sitting in the vibrational energy of gratitude, and is, you know, you could tell that person is getting on with me, my energies. Okay, that reading is phenomenal. Like being able to remote view into that person's home, to be able to tell them things about, you know, their furniture, or, you know, any things that need fixing in the house, or, you know, I mean, I've picked up on, you know, a cigarette burn that is, you know, you've got a plant pot on top of it, you know, or, you know, there's the tile that's cracked behind the left hand side tap in the bathroom, or things like that. I'm not trying to say this to go, oh, look at me. What I'm saying is, then I can do another reading where the person is nervous, or the person is frightened that you're going to bring up something about their past. And although I can connect with that person, there is still it's a different vibrational energy, and I'm not picking up as much as I did with person number one. Now, I used to go home and I used to go, oh my God, you've let me down. That's really bad. You know, why did you do that? And my guides gave me a download and gave me a good talking to. And they said that the person having the reading got as much as they needed to get. So the person number one got lots, because they were meant to get lots, because they was in gratitude energy. They was on a high vibrational energy, in which case that's how the reading flowed. The second person was in a had a guard up, and so we could only give them that much money, that much energy, that much information, and not everything that I could get. So they still had something like a step-by-step future reading. When I do readings, I do around the person now, because I could say any old thing about somebody's future and they wouldn't know if it was right or not, really, because your future can change in an instant. And then I do a step-by-step, and then I ask if there's any questions, direct questions they want to ask. And then after that, it is a step-by-step future prediction, which is the beginning, the middle, and end of each month. So you have three predictions, beginning, middle, and end of it would be May, and then beginning, middle, of end of June, and then I do 3 months, okay, if it's an hour reading. So they still get that, but they could have got so much more. And that isn't necessarily my fault. So what I'm saying to you, Pisces, is that you can only work on the energy at hand. And it's no good beating yourself up and saying you could have done better, because coulda, woulda, shoulda, it don't work. It doesn't work. It's no good. It's no good to do that. So yeah, I feel as if you're going to be in one of those dilemmas at the beginning of the week. There could be somebody who says one thing to you, and you end up thinking, did they mean that personally, or have I upset them, or have I failed them, or something? So yes, be careful about your sensitivity, because Pisces can be very sensitive. So be careful with your sensitivity around the beginning of next week, Pisces. Be nice to yourself, okay? Give your inner child some compliments and allow your inner child to play, because your inner child is waiting to play. What do you like to do? Do you like to go for a walk in the woods? Do you like to go to the beach? Do you like to make things craft-wise? What do you like to do? What do your inner child like to do? But it's important. So I know I've rambled on a bit, but that's a lesson for everybody, I feel. It was definitely a lesson to me, not to judge myself for not doing as much as I felt I should. Okay, so all right, so middle of the week. Oh, I thought I had 3 2s then. I've got 2 2s. Okay, so we've got these 2 cards here. Okay, so this one is I'm not talking to somebody, or I don't want to talk to anybody. Okay, that's withdrawal into yourself. And this one is a plan of action, planning ahead. Paperwork, maybe filling out documents, forms, getting things, that need to be done now for later. So it's like, thinking about links with overseas. So I know what this message means to me. I've got to get my disabled badge organized and sorted out, because I'm going to need proof of it when I go to America. Yeah. So yeah, what does it mean to you? Links with overseas or abroad, links to the future, thinking positively about the future, planning ahead. Sometimes not talking to a certain person does you good, because sometimes we just have to understand our own true self, understand our it's like my guides are chatting away to me, and it's like you need to put it in better terms here, guys. Okay, so the person, for some of you, there's 3 different timelines here. For some of you, one person is not talking to another person, and that is because they've drained you. Okay, they've drained you, you've had enough, you don't want them contacting you at the moment. So there's a block there. There's another timeline with maybe a different person, different people, who are feeling as if one person has either ghosted them. And if you don't know what ghosting is, it's kind of where somebody was really talking to you really well and then all of a sudden nothing. So there's a little bit of that. The other one is knowing that you shouldn't be talking or communicating to somebody, but you just can't help yourself. Okay, so there's a different scenario. So you can see they was telling me all these and I was like, hold on, one at a time. Okay, so it's going to be busy the middle of the week for you guys. Okay, and the end of the week, at the end of the week, there is everything starts to change. Okay, we do have the Wheel of Fortune. My Wheel of Fortune only ever means good stuff. Okay, so this means things are turning in the right direction. Again, I said, I'm going to make that prediction again, there's going to be more self-employed businesses starting up in May than ever before. Okay, so this is going to be one of those business ideas that you've got. It may link with a young person or younger person or somebody who's feeling a little bit sensitive, needing a bit of reassurance. Okay, maybe with their business idea, maybe you're helping somebody with their plans. Okay, but yeah, so that's what I see for Pisces. Okay, so we're going to do Cancerian now. Let's go there. Okay, so let's go into Cancerians. Thank you for putting that. If anybody does want a reading, please go to PsychicAlly.net and book in there. There is no offer on at the moment, but I am going to be doing 90 minutes. I'm going to do the 90-minute one. If you guys can bear with me, I'm going to multitask here. Let's give it a go. Let's take a bit of drink. So I'm going to put an offer on my website. And I'm going to be doing crikey, it's really slow, my computer. If I go onto a different page, it's like it doesn't like it very much. Okay, so I'm going to be doing on offer sale. Where's the sale? No, I can't do it. As soon as I come off here, when I come off here, I promise I'll go back on and I'm going to do the 90-minute offer again. So it's for 90 minutes for the price of 60. So instead of getting an hour reading, and it'll start at $80. Okay, but for that $80, you get an hour and a half. So you get 90 minutes. Okay. So with that extra half an hour, you can have psychic development if you want to add on to it, or you can have cord cutting, or you can do a double timeline reading. Maybe you're trying to choose between two people. Maybe you've got a decision to make about a job, weighing up whether or not you should take the new job or stay with the job that you're in. Or maybe it's like, should I choose, the partner that I'm with now, or should I, this new partner coming in, are they going to be better for me? So you can see how your life develops whilst it's basically seeing the timeline. If I choose this is what my timeline is going to be. If I choose that, then that's what my timeline is going to be. So you can add on things like that. Okay, or you can go into or you can go further into your future if you want to. So instead of it being 3 months, it will be 6 months. So anyway, I would ask you at the beginning of the reading how you would want your extra time to go. Okay, so I will do that. Let me write a little note on my trusty notepad. I'm going to do 90 mins. Oh my trusty notepad, so I can't go to sleep without doing that. All right, so they can't book in right now, my love. That's why I'm saying it, because I haven't there's nowhere to book in, but you can contact me if you want, but if you could just give me until after the reading, unless you can come in for 5 minutes, my love, and just cover me while I can quickly go and do it. But I bet you won't, because I bet he's not feeling great. So he's not feeling very well. So so yeah, what I'll do is, yeah, I'll do that as soon as I can. All right, so we're going to do Cancerians. Let's do that. Sorry, I started recording and that is no good. So that is Cancerians. Okay, so this is for my beautiful daughter Megan and any other Cancerians out there. Okay, so let's have a little look. No, if they booked an hour, no, because if someone then books straight after them, the time slot, yeah, it might not let me have that 90-minute thing. It might not let me, love. Yes, if 2 people book, they can book too close, and then I've got to ask one person, you've got to give me more time. Yeah, so I can't. All right, lovely. So Cancerians, let's have a look with Cancerians. Melissa might be coming in later. I don't know if she is or not, but if she comes in, I can do it in the little break while someone else is doing the reading. All right, so you tune in, Cancerians, for next week. All right, so I'm seeing a new job. Okay, new job, new money offer coming in. It's going to come in quite quick. Okay, this new money. We've also got looking after yourself, making sure that you're okay, because this means, you know, wrapping yourself up in cotton wool. You know, it's like sometimes we all need TLC. We all need TLC. We all need to make ourselves feel as if we are, you know, looked after and nurtured. And if someone else isn't doing that for us, then sometimes we have to do it for ourselves. And so I feel as if this is going to be one of those occasions. It's like, okay, you know, what do I need? Now your psychic ability is going to be really strong. Okay, it's going to be really, really strong. So I feel your intuition is going to be pointing you in the direction of how to earn more money, or how to yeah, it's like how to get that best opportunity, how to get that job promotion, how to get more bookings coming in, you know, what to do in order to make your life easier. Okay, so all of those things are going to be kind of coming in thick and fast around the beginning of next week, Cancerians. So by the middle of the week, now, the middle of the week, they're showing me juggling of money, juggling of time, juggling of, you know, love, juggling. And you are going to be feeling as though, why is it always on my shoulders? Why does it always have to be me? I'm going to use my lovely crystal ball, my selenite. Why does it always have to be me? Is there nobody else that can help? Is there nobody else that can make me feel the way that I'm supposed to feel? And so you are feeling a little bit cheated out of this, and but you're, for some reason, you're hiding behind that hard shell, and you are not asking. You are not letting anybody in, and so people don't know whether to invade your space and push their way in, and say, hey, what can I do? Or whether or not, you know, that you don't need that. So I feel as if there's people on the outside getting a little bit kind of anxious about, you know, what to do for the best. You're feeling trapped as well. You're feeling as though, you know, I don't know how to break break through my hard shell. I don't know what to do about it. So there is it's like a fear of being rejected, or a fear of somebody not making you feel the way that you would hoped. Okay, so the end of, okay, so this is the end of this next week. End of next week, I have the boundaries card, and I feel that there is a certain level of boundary that needs to go up regarding a person who is, they are full of promises. I'm going to do that, and we're going to do this, and I'm going to do that. And I would say that, you know, some people, they make promises and they literally don't mean to, for them not to happen. And there's other people who make promises and they just can't be bothered to fulfill those promises. And I feel as if there is one or the other of these people around you. And I feel you're in your head saying, well, in the future, what I'm going to do, if they promise this, then I'm going to take it with a pinch of salt. I'm not really going to, you know, get excited about that or look forward to what they're saying. And I feel that this is self-preservation that's coming in for you, Cancerians. Okay. I'm seeing talking about rerouting or moving. Okay, there seems to be moving energy. Okay, discussions and talks and things, and I feel this is going to be very important, and I think it's going to be quite a big thing coming up around the end of the week for Cancerians. Okay, so there you go. Now, if it's not you personally talking about moving or rerouting, then it will be somebody close to you who's talking about it. Okay, so there you go. That's what I see for you guys for next week. Okay, so we've done the water signs. Okay, so we've done the water signs. We're going to do the air signs now. Okay, so let's look at the air signs. Okay. Do you know what the best I'm going to do is, I'm just going to add on 30 minutes. I'm going to add on 30 minutes to that. So let me edit it. They've changed the whole system around, so I'm having to work through that as well. No, this is because there's to be one layout plus. Okay, new 90 mins for price of 1 hour offer. Online 1 hour 30 minutes with fee. Price is $80 and create. That's actually quicker to create one than it was to actually amend another. All right, so it is there. Okay, guys, so yeah, 90-minute. It's not showing up actually. Greg, if you're still listening, love, could you have a look and see if it is showing up? If you can. Oh, Greg says my tummy still hurts and I'm laying in bed looking rough as well. Oh, bless him. He never looks rough. He can't look rough. It's impossible. Absolutely impossible. Even when he had tubes and everything all over the place. And I still couldn't see that. I still couldn't. But you can't when you're in love, can you? You've got love goggles. Well, it's just the truth, really. Right, so we're going to do Aquarius, then Gemini, and then Libra. Okay. Aquarius. So, quirky people. Is anyone Aquarius here? Or have they got Aquarius in their chart? I know a couple of you have, because I've seen you. I was working it out for you. Okay, so let's have a look for this week. There we go. Stay there, crystal ball. Life seems to be a little bit upside down, okay? And I'm sensing that you're trying to think outside of your reality, okay? You're trying to get your head around someone else's point of view, someone else's thoughts. Okay, it is there, guys. So if anybody does want to take advantage of that 90-minute reading for the price of an hour reading, please go to the website, PsychicAlly.net. Okay, yeah, so you're trying to get your head around why this other person is not fully taking advantage of what you feel is a done deal. It's like, you know, they must be mad to not go for that. It's like, why are they not going for it? I don't understand. So you know, you're genuinely baffled. Okay, I love it, because Greg's word baffled, when he's kind of like, people are kind of passing over and the doctors are saying they're baffled, they're baffled, they're baffled. They're not baffled. They know exactly why people are passing over, and it's their fault. It's like murder. Anyway, let's not go into that. You know why, guys? You know why? What can I say? Tune in on a Tuesday or a Thursday on Rumble. Yeah, so I'm picking up on a self-employed person around the beginning of the week for Aquarius. This self-employed person has got, it's like this opportunity, this deal that is going to be brilliant, and it's going to, people around are going to be, you know, when it's like you can make money so easily, but you just have to put your trust in it. Okay, and I do feel as if this is going to be a bit hard for some people, especially a person who is a little bit, it's like they've got this kind of scatty, kind of a bit away with the fairies kind of energy. And I'm sensing this person, you know, you really want this person to stop and listen, but they just are not. So you are baffled, Aquarians, to how to get through to this person to see what the truth is or what is really going on. Okay, by the middle of the week, I'm seeing plans on paper. I'm seeing signatures. I'm seeing organization for the future. They are showing me that you're having to put, the offer isn't showing. Greg just said it is. That's bizarre, Vera. You can come on in, Vera, if you want. Let me put the invite in. I can understand it's very late for you. It's later than it is for me. It's an hour later in the Netherlands. But it is in there if anybody wants to pop in. And crazy hunger. Okay, my darling, not a problem. Yeah, so I feel that there is a it's like walking sideways around a situation. There seems to be somebody with a sharp tongue around you, Aquarians. This person is very truthful, very honest, but they can be quite blunt. I do see that these plans on paper are linking to the future, and this future possibility, it could be linked to the beginning of the week. Okay, but it is a big decision. Okay, big decision. There are study opportunities to study and learn more. So this feels as if there is projecting yourself and your mind to what you will be in the next, year, how this job, this world is going to be, and what jobs are going to be needed at that time. There are going to be a lot more therapies that are going to be needed. There's going to be a lot more psychics. There's going to be, people are going to be very much more spiritually awake and aware, and because of that, it's good to plan now to see where you're going and what's going to happen. I can see that there is, I'm seeing literally being handed new keys in my hand. Sometimes I get this card, but I don't actually see the keys. But today I'm seeing the keys, and I'm seeing having to deal with this and having to get what I need, okay, and to go for it. Now, this study and learning energy, it's like I've got to study. I've got to look into it. I've got to research to see that this is good. Okay, so for some of you, it may be actually you are moving. Okay, but for others of you, it could be moving business. It could be, opening new doors to business. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm seeing there, Aquarius. So it's like one thing, okay, that's broken down into 3 sections there. That's what's going on with Aquarius. Okay, Geminis. Okay. All right, Geminis, let's look. That card didn't want to go in, and that's why I'm independent financially. Okay, that's what's going on there. So Geminis. Right, there's something about keys this week. Okay, they're showing me lots of keys. That's the umpteenth time that I've got the keys card. If you have a look in her hand, she is holding a key. If they're going to let me. They're not going to let me. It's there in her hand there. So this opportunity, it could be for all of us. Here in England, we had an emergency broadcast. I didn't hear it, but we had an emergency broadcast at 3 p.m. today. And a lot of people had already turned off their phones because they thought they're just not going to play the game of the government. But it's now for hazardous or things that are going wrong that people need to know about quickly. The emergency broadcast system. Now, a lot of people are very annoyed at this. They think, how dare you? It's just another ploy. My mind is thinking, I wonder if this is not the white hats getting ready to inform everybody about what the bloody hell has been going on with the elites. That's what I think. And I think, the reason why they're now introducing this is because it's the quickest way to get through to the masses. Yeah. Like in America, they've got the weather warning systems. Well, we don't really have a lot of really bad weather and stuff. So this is something different. So yeah. Anybody get any intuition on that? Anybody get any kind of thoughts on that? Please let me know. I'd like to know what you think. Yeah. So let me put my ball down. Hi, Savannah. Hope you're looking well, looking good with the red lip. Yeah. Thought I've got to reapply the red lipstick because I keep putting it on my glass. It's around my glass. New keys. moving or rerouting, and links with abroad. Okay. So for some of you, there will be connections with overseas. And I feel this is like an international thing where people from lots of different countries are going to be coming together for the BRICS, for that, for the new financial system that everybody is, a lot of countries are actually signed into, but it is working behind the scenes. So that is like plans ahead, keys opening new doors, and financial security. So I can't get away with those cards, meaning that there's something massive happening, and they're just showing themselves in the Gemini reading. Okay, so what I'm going to do for you, Gemini, because I think that's a global message that they're slipping in. So I'm going to do a reading for you and see if they can give me what it means to you. Okay, so it might blend with those, just give me a little bit of extra. So Geminis, these cards are the Gilded Tarot by Caro Marchetti. Okay, all right, so there's a lot on your plate. Feels as if you're weary from the heavy load. That is my Aquarius energy, where you feel as if, you know, you're getting there. Your thought pattern is in order. You know where you're going in your future, in your life. But, you know, like it said, it's a heavy load. Sometimes it's like, please wake up. You know, when you're wanting other people to wake up quickly so that we can get on to the good part, so that we can get on to the happy ever after. And if we haven't, you know, what is gonna happen here? So yeah, so that to me says that, you know, there's a lot going on the beginning of next week. Okay, there's a lot going on. Crossed thought pattern, you know, not sure what to make of something. Okay, but it is going forward. So I do feel as if there's a lot of confusion going on at the beginning of next week, and I feel this is like a global confusion. Okay, that's what I'm feeling. There are mischievous players at hand. Okay, people that are like the elite people who are playing this game of chess, but this game of chess is linking to humans and linking to, you know, it's not just a game. It's like they're manipulating, you know, that person's or that group of people's misery. Now they are trying to conquer and divide, and the latest conquer and divide is with the how do I put it, LBT, whatever it is, anyway. And they're trying to, you know, their own, like everything, there's only a few people who are fanatic, who are totally obsessed with that. And what they're trying to do is make it into a bigger thing than it actually is, which creates then hatred for that particular group of people. And I do feel as if, you know, we're really being manipulated. And if only we could understand that that's what they're doing, then we wouldn't get so angry with that majority of people, because we're playing straight into their hands. Now, to get frustrated and annoyed at these woke companies is another matter altogether. That means what they're trying to do, you're facing and directing your frustration absolutely at the people involved with who are pushing for it. So that's understandable, but to try not to have divide matters in the actual group of people. Okay, you know, it's got to be the governments. Does that make sense? The governments are the people that need to be told you're wrong. Okay. Yeah, so there is a perfection energy around you, wanting everything to be perfect, wanting everything to be just right. I'm seeing tidying, I'm seeing organization, skills linked with home. So this could be you wanting to make sure that everything is done right, making sure everything is, you know, when you're kind of like focusing in on, it's like making things exactly perfect. But there is somebody around you who is stirring you up and trying to make you feel as though you should be do better. You should always do better. Okay, so this could be a little voice in your head, linking back to maybe childhood or back to a teacher or somebody who used to pick holes in your efforts and make you feel bad. So yeah, it's like getting rid of those last minute triggers, okay, that are no good for us. Okay, so I feel that you're going to be taking a leap of faith. You're going to be excited about your own achievements, and you are going to start to speak out against anybody who is trying to manipulate you and make you feel as if you're not doing the best you can, because you know that you are doing the best you can, and you're definitely going to be reacting in a, standing up to that inner child of yours and say, actually, I'm proud of what we're doing. I'm proud of how we are. Okay, so yeah, try not to walk into that divide and conquer energy in any way at all. Okay, so there you go, Geminis. Libra. Okay, so hold on a minute. Sorry, I thought that was a message from my daughter about Hallie, and it wasn't. Okay. I need to just send a quick message. I'm sorry. Okay, that's it. I remembered that I hadn't sent a little a link to Melissa, who said that she may be joining me, and I didn't want her to think that I hadn't remembered her, which I didn't. But I don't like nagging people. I don't like, I like it when they're in the chat and I say, do you want to come in? And then I don't feel as if I'm kind of like pushing to say, to put somebody on the spot, so to speak, Okay, loves. So Libras. So this is my love. Is a triple Libra. I've got Libra rising. Okay, so here we go. So that's better. When they all fly out, if there's lots of them, then I reshuffle. If there's one or two, then I'll read them. All right, so not talking to somebody who you would normally talk to, feeling as though we've got a hard shell, and we've got the deal with it card, the most sarcastic card in the deck. Okay, so Tracy is a Libra. Okay, hey Tracy. All right, from Ohio. So walking as if you've got a purpose, but you are trying to tread carefully not to upset anybody. So although you're going forward with your own life, although you are also aware of other people's feelings, like I said. There seems to be a bit of protection going up, that you don't want to upset anybody, that you want other people to understand where you're coming from and what's what. You are dealing with what needs to be dealt with there and then, and I feel that this is like the odd jobs. I'm seeing odd jobs around the home, and it's like, I'm going to complete that, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and we're going to do this. So it's like you're going at it very, very hard, and you are organizing everything, okay, dealing with it all. So that is quite apt, but it is also that you are stopping the communication lines around you and maybe another person, and this other person is maybe feeling as if, well, why am I being shut out from this person's life? There may be a reason for it. It may just be that you are busy. Either way, that person, you're picking up on that person questioning, okay, and you're needing to explain yourself a little bit. Okay, so by the middle of next week, Libra, this is walking on eggshells around a certain person or a certain situation. I'm sensing that you're looking at things in black and white. You're weighing up the pros and the cons. You're deciding on which is the best way forward. The tippy-toeing around other people, tippy-toeing around their feelings and not wanting to upset them, not wanting them to question you, you know, tippy-toeing, and that feeling of you know, insecurity, you know, putting that front on is quite it's like a natural thing that's happened, and it's only later on that you analyze and you think, why did I do that? What did I do that for? What was going on in my head then? Okay, there's a strong energy of travel around the middle of the week. So I don't know if you know about you traveling, or you know that you're getting ready for a trip. Okay, but there is a strong feeling on that part. Okay, there can be links around a car as well. So I've got links around a car and having to get a car sorted out. Okay. So the end of the week, we've got a lovely energy of completion and feeling, you know, it's like I'm in love with me. I know who I am. I know what I'm about. And if that's not good enough for people, so be it, you know. So this is when you really start to accept you. You really start to fall back in love with yourself. Which is a really, really important thing. So wrapping yourself up in cotton wool, doing the right thing by yourself. You're going to be having a bit of a spend up as well. So that might mean that you kind of buy yourself a new top or a shirt, or you buy yourself a new pair of shoes. Something that makes you feel special, makes you feel good. And I feel that this will be, you know, something that you're going to, you know, your inner child is going to be happy with. Okay, but don't forget to let your inner child out and come and play whenever you can, because it's missing you. It's it's missing, you know, when a child dresses up for you, or a child comes in and it's like they want to show you their play that they've just organized, and you know, you want to give them that time and energy. Well, that's how your inner child is feeling. Okay, your inner child wants to say, hey mum and dad, look what I can do. Okay, so, you know, we have the masculine, we have the feminine in us, and we have the mother father energy in us, and so sometimes we have to let that inner child connect with both. So there you go, that's for Libra. So we're going to go on to Leos now. So we'll be doing Leos, Sagittarius and Aries. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay, this is for Greg's daughter, Brittany. She's a Leo. Okay. So there's going to be a lot more togetherness. I'm feeling, you know, real connections with another person. Now, that other person could be your partner. It could be a friend. It could be a family member. But you know, when you really are connecting, you're feeling good about each other. Other people around you can see how well you're getting on with them. Okay. There is a craving for one of you to have more friendships or real unconditional love energy in your life. And this is when the universe is saying, we hear you, we have your order. Okay, don't worry, it is coming. Okay, so there is a strong energy for the positive, okay, around that time. So you're also learning about your shadow self, learning about your insecurities and what may be causing, you know, any blockages from having that special relationship with either your friend or a family member. Okay, is it you that's causing the blockages? Could it be, you know, partly you're picking up on their blockages? You're picking up on the fact that they are not letting you boast in order for you to be, you know, to lend a hand out and offer that kind of you know, let's talk, let's get together. Okay, but you have to understand that a lot has transpired, and so if it wasn't available back then, it may be available now. And so, you know, sometimes we have to give in and we have to say, yeah, okay, you know, let's talk, let's see if we can communicate again. So by the beginning of the middle of the week, we've got the destiny energy, where everything is turning out well. There is definite movement. We've had the transformation card here. We then have the destiny card, okay, and we also have the truth. Okay, so, you know, that for the middle of the week, guys, I mean, if that's not saying that there's going to be lots of truth results coming, you know, where other people are, you know, being exposed, exposure. It's just one after the other. Every single day there is more and more and more. So there's no longer that we can seriously say that we're not seeing the changes, because they are all there. We need hope. Okay, so don't let hope disappear. Don't let hope drift out of your fingers. You know, keep things alive. So if you start to say, oh, nothing's changing, or, you know, I give up on this, or, you know, that makes me angry because, you know, all of that energy is going out there as a negative. That negative isn't, you know, you think, you know, you're only hurting yourself really, by not taking things you know, seriously. You know, it's not like it's not happening quickly enough, and I want to see bigger change, and I want to see mass arrests, and I want to see this, and then kind of turning your back on what is going on in the world. That not only hurts you, it actually hurts the plan, because we need everybody's energy to keep pouring in, that is going to be creating our future and creating this heaven on earth feeling. Okay, and we all need to be part of that. So keep visualizing how you want your life to be, and it will happen. So don't forget, and I've said this many times before, but I need to say it again, don't forget that if you wanted, you know, you're right in the thick of history. So you know, and this history is going to be televised in the future. People telling their stories about how bad things were, about what they've gone through, about the emotional cycle, okay, of events. There's going to be, you know, people who have written a journal or a book will also be it's like they're going to want your information. So, you know, if you wanted to think that far ahead, then maybe it's time for you to start putting pen to paper and journaling what it is that you're feeling. And again, that's just confirmed it again with the book. Okay, so you can see here the book, and then here the book. So this to me is information that is coming through, and it is going to be, you know, you may sacrifice your time now by writing all of that in the book, but later on you're going to be reaping those rewards back in. Okay, that's going to be brilliant. Okay, it's going to be really good. Okay, so I want to read with the Paul Holland cards. So just bear with me a moment. I just need to put the camera up high just for a minute so you can see my ceiling, because I need to go back there and get them. Okay, but just bear with me a moment. Okay. They say they're the Psychic Tarot, and they say they are a tarot card, but they're actually not. Oh, it's John Holland, not Paul Holland. I've been saying Paul Holland. It's John Holland. Wow. Okay, let's move this back. I'm the only person who sits at a desk all the time. It's like, this is my office, and this is my chair, and I've got my table, my desk in front of me, chest of drawers at one side. You know, my setup, it's like crazy, really. But you know, it is what it is. That's what I'm meant to do. I'm meant to be, you know, working from my living room. So it's all good. Right, so I need to be messing up these. So I may have to use a different deck for the next one, so that I've got time to shuffle these ones about. All right, sip of drink, guys. Cheers for everybody. So if it's 4:04, it's 11. Was it 11 a.m. there in Eastern? 11 a.m. Yeah, so that's getting late, isn't it, over there as well in America? All right, not in Pacific time though. What is that? 11, 10, 9, 8. It's 8 o'clock Pacific time. Right, so we're going to be doing Sagittarius. I've got a Sagittarius moon. Okay, so I've got a Sagittarius moon. Right. Yeah, I know, Tracy. It is my comfy place. It is. You're right. Okay. I've got my tea coffee machine over here. So, all right. Sagittarius, 24th of April through to the 1st of May. There we go. Right, so once again, how many times am I going to tell you that we've got this? The keys, opening new doors. Again, we've got the celebration card. Love, vibration, love, celebration. And then we've got, you know, your guides saying that you've got all the tools to make this work. This is it. This is your time. You know, these three cards again are like global predictions here. Okay, so, you know, all the mindset, security is here, a feeling of love and harmony in your life. Okay, so I've just got to translate that really into, yeah, I've got to translate that into you know, there like a Sagittarian, because I can see globally that there's something massive going on there. Okay, so this is on a global front. I've got to do that first. So on a global front, that means that there's going to be lots of love around. There's going to be cheering. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be excitement coming. Okay, that excitement is going to be something that cannot be calmed down. Okay, it just can't be calmed down. The whole of the people in the streets are excited, okay, and happy. And this isn't the coronation. Definitely not. This to me feels as if there is, you know, it's like one big system has toppled over. One big system. That's what it seems like to me. And that system is a system that has been corrupt for a long time, and people are just absolutely sick of it. And that's feeling sick of it is going to be showing on the outside, okay, regarding their happiness and excitement. Hey Tara, hey lovely lady. Oh, have you been looking after Greg? So did you get to go to the swimming pool today, or did you stay in? What did you do? Tara's been doing lots of gardening with Greg at Greg's place. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so the middle of the week, I'm seeing legal documents, official documents, opening of a letter, and reading something that's very poignant. Okay, very interesting read. There seems to be a brilliant feeling of people getting together, communicating from, you know, being distant or being, you know, not being able to see eye to eye and be in harmony with each other. And yet now there seems to be some big time connections. Okay, you know, it's like that evidence that is being given is not something that anybody can fake. It is absolutely right in front of your eyes. Okay, it really is right in front of your eyes. And so I feel that's going to bring people together, actually, there. So by the middle of the week, I'm seeing security, financial security, feeling good. We've got 4 emotional celebration cards, cards that say there is lots of love around, there's lots of feelings of happiness and joy. Okay, that is all through this reading, Sagittarius. Okay, there seems to be a meeting happening at the end of next week. This meeting is going to be linking to balance, getting everybody balanced and happy. Okay, very important. There's also somebody new that has come out of the woodwork, and I feel this is a female character, which I have been picking up for a long time. I think so has Greg when we look at you know, the future. Okay, so I do feel as if there is this female is going to be seen now, and it's going to be such a bit of a shock for a lot of people, but it's also going to be confirmation for a lot of others. Okay, so there you go. That's what I see for Sagittarius. Massive changes. So Taurus says, no, I've been escaping before the rain comes. It will be beautiful when I finish. Oh, wonderful. Are you enjoying yourself? I think Greg said that you do enjoy it. And that's the main thing, isn't it? If you enjoy doing it. Okay, so we're going to be doing Aries. Aries. Okay, let's have a connection with Aries. Okay, so the beginning of the week starts with new beginnings. Okay, quite apt, new beginnings. There is new beginnings regarding authority figures. So this is like somebody in authority has been seen to be doing bad things and is either stepping down or is going to be exposed in a big way. This is going to lead to new beginnings. It's going to lead to something that you didn't think that you would see, but you are seeing. Okay, huge transformation energy is coming here. Now, I'm going to tell you that the way I shuffle these three were together before. Okay, and what I'm doing, I put these cards and I put them into 4 to 6 piles, and this is the way of shuffling them so that they really are. And then I cut the pack again, and then I go from the middle section and I put one in each of the piles, and then I do it again and again and again and again. So I am not just shuffling just you know, willy-nilly. I'm actually transferring the cards so that they are totally away from each other. She saw me shuffle the cards, and then I shuffled them again when I was concentrating on Aries, and those 3 cards that were together before I shuffled, before I did my amazing shuffling, has come back again, and I couldn't be more excited. So wow. Okay, remember these, because this is going to be huge news next week. All right, so excited. What does it mean for Aries? It means for Aries, there's somebody in authority who's trying to take charge of your life, and there seems to be that they are no longer in charge, that they seem to have had to step down, and they are allowing some new developments to come into your life, Aries. This will lead to a big transition, and things are going to be much better. Okay, so by the middle of the week, we've got victory and success. Okay, and it does look like they can't you know, say anything, that they can't be the poor me energy. You know, they can't hide behind anything, because we've got the suffering in silence. They're having to suffer in silence. Okay, they're going to have to do that. Passion ignited. Okay, so this is going to ignite lots of new things, amazing new things. Okay, spiritual strength coming here at the end of the week. Spiritual strength, positive movement forward. Okay, positive movement forward, movement, choices and decisions. So from that point, we then need to decide what we're going to do from there. Okay, so looking at the 3 cards together for the middle of the week, there's going to be this victory and public acclaim and success is going to be very much like broadcasted out there. The passion that everybody's going to be feeling for these huge changes are going to ignite people to gather together and connect in a huge way. This is going to be where spirit are going to be moving closer to you. You're going to be feeling their energy. You're going to be feeling their love, and you're going to be understanding what all of that is about. Okay, it's going to be epic. I'm going to use a Carna Shaw's wording. It's going to be epic. So yeah, we're going to have to make new choices and new decisions, but everything is moving forward very, very well. So yeah, big stuff. Okay, that is Aries. Let's go into, we've got the last one, which is earth signs now. So Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn to finish. Let's read some comments here. Oh, Satara loves to dig in the dirt. That's good. Okay, Robert, measuring quantum probability, math, function, speed of holographic programming language to invoke a planetary pole shift between water worlds bloodline polarity, memory banks driving the future. Okay. Beast for night, light black. Okay, that's very deep, very, very deep, Robert. But, you know, it sounds like you've been doing a lot of research, and I love research, so I'm all for that. Yeah, let's get rid of all this secrecy, and let's get into what is really important in this world, which is love. You know, loving thy neighbor, and pulling people together by that love vibration. So Taurians, let's have a look, Taurians, what we see for you. Right. So I feel that you have been waiting around for this massive change that you have needed to happen in your life. I feel that this massive change has been linked to money. It's like waiting for something to sell, or waiting for something to go in your favor, so that you can move forward. You've been trying to balance everything out and trying to be fair with everybody, but also you've had to take on a lot of the heavy load so that everybody else is balanced and happy, but it has taken its toll on you. And so this waiting game, it couldn't have come to an end at a better time for you. Okay, you have been trying to keep everybody okay, and but yeah, material harvest is going to be yours. So there seems to be a financial reward coming by the beginning of next week for Taurians. Okay. There's going to be celebrations coming your way, and I feel as if there's a birthday or a party that is going to be very loud and very happy. So you may be, you know, sometimes we have to live our life through online things, so we're not experiencing things firsthand, but we are, you know, having to kind of look at, you know, it's a bit like New Year's Eve. You know, we used to get together in a big party situation and, you know, hugging everybody at midnight and things like that. But over the years, especially as kind of, you know, you get older and you think, I'll never stay at home at New Year's Eve, I'll always go out. And it's like, actually, no, I'm quite happy to stay at home and watch everybody else do that hugging and kissing and, you know, that sort of thing. And enjoy it. But, you know, so there's definitely the feeling of celebration, everybody kind of being in a very energetically good mood. There seems to be triumph, okay, happiness and triumph, rejoice and celebration. Okay, we've done it. We've done it. This is it. That's what I'm hearing. There is going to be fertility. Okay, so there may be something to do with fertility energy. Okay, so that could be somebody who is there might have been an issue with fertility, and that is being exposed as well. Okay, so it's like, yes, there's celebration, but there's also sadness as well, and a bit of trapped anger there. So I feel as if the dark ones are moving on, guys. They are moving on. Get out of it. You no longer live here. Get them off the planet is what I say. We just don't want them in this area. We just don't. Financial and material changes. So this to me says that we are going into a gold-backed currency, like we've been feeling for a long time. And here you go. This is where people unite to save Mother Earth, to bring people together, to enjoy what needs to be enjoyed together. So I know this seems very dynamic, and how could this possibly be true? I can't help it. I'm just feeling as if it's that quickly that we're going to be feeling this. You know, financial, material choices, you know, making your decisions about your finances. And I do think you're going to be given a choice. Either you can carry on doing the old system or having the old system, or are we going to be changing it into something else? Okay, there's going to be a questioning about it. Yeah, so that's new information to me. So Virgos. Okay. Virgos. Let's have a look. Ooh. Next one. Cracky, they're long shuffles. They just want me to carry on. Virgo. Suffering in silence, you see. Once again, I feel as if the elite are all suffering in silence. I believe, and I've said this on the global predictions, I truly believe that their contracts are coming to an end. And that means that they was caught out doing awful things, okay, in order to get their fame and fortune. Okay, they sold their soul to the devil, literally. And what happened in that instant is they had to do terrible things in order to please the elite. Okay, you could call the elite the devils, or you could go further deep into it if you wanted to. And that is up to you, how far you delve down deeply. Either way, they were found out and they were given an opportunity to carry on living their life, but to become a double agent, a spy into what is really going on behind the scenes. Okay, so they had to give a report. Okay, there was a handler, and they had to be given a report at what they were seeing and what they were doing, and they were able to live their life for a little bit longer up until this point in time. At this point in time, they are now having to pay that contract now, and that contract's coming to an end, and that means that they can no longer sing, they can no longer act, they are withdrawing away from the public eye, and that is their deal. That means that they're probably going to be imprisoned, or worse, depending whether or not they actually did try helping the white hats, or whether they were just as bad as they were. That's what I see. That's what I see. So when I see the suffering in silence, they no longer have their they no longer have that, and they're a dying breed now. The yeah, triumphant success. Okay, you know, keeping yourself on a high vibrational energy is such an important job right now, especially as we go into the last kind of moments of this battle. It isn't the time to doubt the system and doubt what's actually going on. Everybody is going to be in abundance. Okay, we've got the abundant energy coming in. So what does this mean to Virgos? Okay, particularly Virgos. So I'm seeing that you are doing some work to a house, to your security. That can mean buying pretty things to make it look nice, or it can be doing, you know, structural changes. For some of you, I'm seeing bricks, and it feels as if there's brick work being done in the home, and there's brickwork being done in the garden. Because I'm seeing kind of, you know, when you buy, you make a concrete barbecue area, or an outside kitchen, or something like that. I'm seeing a lot of that. So, you know, I don't know, that obviously doesn't apply to everybody, but I am seeing that. I do see that you are putting yourself first, and having some really good ideas about the future and what it is that you want to do. And this is to make sure that your home is looking the best it can possibly look. It's taken a lot of pride in your home. In the middle of next week, we have somebody in authority who's coming out with this fire energy. And this fire energy, it's like a bit like when Trump is going to be coming on and announcing that all the charges have been squashed. Now, that to me feels as if it's like that's done. It's done. It's over with. It cannot carry on. Okay. This to me feels as if there is, somebody in authority who is really standing tall. They are speaking in a passionate way about the future and about what is actually going to be happening now. And I know that's what Trump does most of the time, doesn't he? But there seems to be a change here, and an awareness energy that is going to be seen by everybody. Okay, because it comes with an announcement of changes. Okay, it's going to be big. Okay. All right, so the end of the week, by the end of the week, there's new beginnings. So that means that things have come to an end and that the new beginnings are then happening. So the victory and success card is here, shouting it from the rooftops. This is like, trumpeteers, making everybody aware of what is actually happening here. This is not something that's happened before. Coming together of people, of lovers, of family and friendships and acquaintances, people that you hadn't spoken to before. You're going to be starting to speak to them, because everybody wants to talk. Everybody wants to communicate and let everybody know that things are looking up, and everybody can see it, tangibly feel it, see it and feel it. Okay, so in Virgo's life, there is new beginnings, and this could be to do with a new relationship coming in for you, Virgos. I can see that it's like having a mindset that two people share. So it could be twin flame energy. I mean, when you look at this card, look at their thoughts, look at their energy. It is just blending together, okay, to create one vortex of energy. Toroidal. Yeah, so can't even pronounce it, but you know what I mean. And with this new beginnings, it's like a new understanding within that relationship, or a new understanding within the new relationship. Okay, and everybody wants to speak out about it and tell everybody what is happening and how things are. It's like, I'm going to tell you all what I feel. I'm going to tell you all what I think, announcing things. So yeah, that just reminds me, that does, of I was the sort of person that had a psychic shop in Herne Bay, and I used to do psychic readings, and people used to come in for their readings, and when we weren't busy, we used to do readings for each other. And this one particular day, same as other days, it's like they said, Ali, I know you don't want me to do your love life reading, but I need to. I said, no, I'm not interested. I'm really happy. And I'd said this over and over and over again. So they knew not to give me love life readings because I just wasn't bothered. I was quite happy on my own. And anyway, my friend, her name was Athena, and she's a reader. She said, that's it. I'm seeing it. There's a huge relationship coming your way, Ali. There's a huge relationship. It's going to be amazing. And I was like, there will be when I'm ready, but I'm not ready yet. So I'm pushing that away. Anyway, I had to shut my shop. Month goes down the line, maybe 2 months goes down the line. Haven't seen my friends for a while. And all of a sudden, I've got on my profile, in a relationship. Everybody messaged me and said, stop taking the piss, Ali. We know that you're not interested. We know that you don't. And I said, no, I actually have met the man of my dreams. I have actually met him. You know, there's no doubt about it. I've met him. And they could not, their jaws were on the floor, because I was the last person that they ever thought would be in a relationship, because I was that absolutely adamant that I was happy on my own at that point in my life. I'm not saying never, 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 but at that point in my life, I was like quite happy. Lauren. Yeah. So when you think, you know, if you're single and you really, really want to meet that special person, when you think to yourself, oh, it'll never happen, it'll never happen, I want you to remember, you wake up one morning, do you actually think to yourself, I'm going to go to bed tonight knowing that I'm in a relationship, or knowing that I've met somebody really significant and happy? You don't know that at the beginning of the day, because it happens so randomly that you kind of come into it and you think, wow, what happened there? And it was a normal day, like a normal day, like, you know, any other day, normal day. So it can happen instantly, just like that. Okay. So yeah, put your affirmations out there if that's what you want. If you want your existing relationship to be stronger, then visualize it being stronger. Yeah, it's all good. So let's go into Capricorn. So this is the last reading of tonight. So Capricorns, let's see what they have to say. With the cards. Okay, I'm going to do the cosmic deck as well. Okay, so let's have a look. So this is the Capricorns. Right, so once again, large amount of money that is coming your way, Capricorns, the beginning of the week. I'm sensing that there is a strong connection with a female that is linked with motherhood, mothering, or they are a mum. I feel as if there are plans for the future. Excuse me. There are plans for the future, and there is, it's like I'm getting excited about these plans. I'm feeling as if it's going to take a bit of money. But the money is sitting there ready to spend it. And I'm sensing these excitement plans are linked to the mother, the energy. So for some of you, it could be fertility. It could be somebody expecting a child, expecting a baby. Okay, it could well be that. For others of you, this would be expecting a good harvest, expecting something brilliant to happen regarding your finances. Okay, so by the middle of the week, there's a little bit of worry, and I feel as if there's stress linked with education. Okay, stress linked with education. So this can be you with education, or it can be somebody close to you, maybe a child, maybe a brother or sister, or somebody else's child, and they are getting a bit stressed out over their schooling. Okay, and it's this is really stressing them out, and I feel that you're in need of giving them a lot of wisdom by kind of getting them to see things in a different way, and in an upside down mode. And that is like saying, you know what, do whatever you can. Stop putting pressure on yourself. It will be the way it's supposed to be. And sometimes a lot of children, they just need to hear that. rather than all this pressure on their shoulders. I feel as if there may be links with the exam, because obviously we know we got exams. It's that type of year here in England. So it could be that, or it could be something else. There is somebody who is depressed and they are going through a lot of changes and obstacles, and they can't see a way past them. They can only see the problem. They can't see any solutions. You know, they're in a bit of a downward spiral, and they really do need picking back up and, you know, maybe getting them out of their comfort zone a little bit. So that could be like an adrenaline boost, or, you know, going to a theme park, or you know, taking them on, I don't know, a boat ride, or taking them somewhere that's totally different to what they've got around them. And I feel that clearing of the mind is going to allow them to study harder and get more stuff in. But sometimes we need to clear the cobwebs away from our mindset. Okay, so if it is you, that's a funny card as well, mental conflict, that is going on. Okay, because that is kind of the same card, really, is worry and anxiety. And that is, you know, something we confuse ourselves with this worry. Okay, and it is just a switch away if you can think of it from a different angle. The Hangman, you know, upside down, things are a bit upside down. Okay, so there's planning and opportunities for people who want to do good things. So I do see that these opportunities are going to be arising, and we're going to be very, very thankful for that, for these changes. Okay, people will be, I'm going to get it again, dancing in the street, happiness. You know, everything is happening the way it's supposed to happen. You know, when you look at a plan and you can look at it from an objective point of view and think, damn, that was clever. Wow, who thought of that? That fit with that, fit with that, fit with that. And now we know why that happened, and that happened at that particular time, because of this and this and this and this, and everything slots together like a jigsaw piece. And you are really, your jaw is dropped, and yeah, it's like drop the mic moment is going to be happening next week. Okay, so that is where the timeline is headed next week. Okay, for all the exposure in a huge way, or one part of the big piece of exposure is coming out, which is going to lead the way to new beginnings. Okay, and that's what I see for all your signs. Okay, there you go. So if any, I hope you enjoyed this. If you can, put a like, please, and maybe if you can, what do you do? What do you do? Oh, subscribe. I couldn't get the right words in. Please subscribe and share this video, and put a thumbs up as well. I would really appreciate it. I really would. And I'm trying to get my subscriptions up. So if you can send it over to a friend and see if they will subscribe for me, that would be amazing. And yeah, so I'm going to be doing class tomorrow. Well, it's not me teaching, but we'll be doing the class tomorrow. So it's Kira, and it's cognitive behavior. So that's going to mindfulness. So that's going to be a good lesson. So if anybody wants to join in, please message me on the website, PsychicAlly.net. That's my old website, PsychicAlly.net. And yeah, send me a message, or on Facebook, send me a message, Alison Jane Psychic Alley, and I will let you know the Zoom code. Okay, anyway, take care and bye for now.